So, for those watching, we're going to talk to Amanda today. She's just going to give us a quick rundown on her experience in working inside of the program. So, Amanda, go ahead, let everybody know, where do you do for work and where are you located at?
I am located in Southern Pennsylvania. My work is I help manufacture medicine. So I was
Nice.
always on my feet, aseptic work. It made things quite difficult. So I knew I needed to make adjustments with my nutrition to get myself uh, making progress.
Perfect. So, for you, like in your own fitness journey, like where were you at when you first stepped inside? Like, where would you kind of put yourself at on your fitness level and health and everything like that?
So I thought my fitness level was pretty good coming in before having my onboarding calls. I've done CrossFit for the majority of the last 10 years. So came in with strength. I knew good quality foods. I'd eat good quality foods, not necessarily focusing on portions or macros. But with working in the aseptic work, not being able to eat for six or drink water for 6 hours at a time made it difficult. So I ended up I have a form of hypoglycemia, and my endocrinologist was like, I depleted the glycogen out of my
Hmm.
liver. I needed a good solid year to like rebuild my levels. I could eat good amount of food, and then my blood sugar would be at 60, in a matter of an hour, which is not great. So I knew that I was at the point where eating good quality foods wasn't just enough to be healthy, that I knew I needed help with nutrition and guidance on that in order to improve my health, not just about losing weight per se. Like I had a goal, yeah, for losing weight, but just to improve my quality of life because it was getting very off track.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that's like why you decided to invest in yourself on this side of things rather than either
Yeah.
trying to do it on your own or just trying to kind of like guess on your side of things, right?
Yes. I tried for like 6 months to see if I could fix it and correct it, but I was not successful in that, and I knew I needed the help, and I invested in this because it seemed to align my goals of eating good quality foods, but also being able to maintain my strength, which was important to me. I like lifting
Hmm.
heavy, and I didn't want to just be dropping weight and have my lifts suffer because I like
Hmm.
lifting. Important to me.
And perfect, perfect. So for you too, like any results you've seen since working inside with us?
Yeah, so I did start losing with the weight, but I made gains in my strength. My lifts improved, my energy is better, my blood sugar is becoming more stable. I'm no longer like working out and having my blood sugar drop to, or shoot up after my workouts.
Hmm.
I've been getting inches lost off of my waist and my arms, my legs. So the number didn't go down as much as I anticipated, but I saw way more results as far as inches lost. My strength improved. I think my deadlift when I started was around 235, and I'm at 255 right now. So,
Get
you
it.
know, I like lifting heavy.
Yeah, and that's
That's
awesome.
important
That's
to
like
me. I made
this.
that a priority with my
Yeah.
coach.
Perfect. And that's what we want to see too. Like, obviously, we want to see your body composition change, but we don't want you to lose progress in the process. And that's what happens to a lot of women. And, in programs are just like trying to get those results. And at the end of the day, like, how do you feel about the value inside since working, with Coach Lisa and all the information and everything that we give you inside?
It was great. So, towards the beginning, I made a few of the once a week calls with Lisa to answer larger questions I had around my blood sugar and getting the timing around working out so I would avoid the spike in my glucose and then the quick drop.
Hmm.
Um, but I really enjoyed the messaging function of the app because for me, I'm not going to remember a question 4 days later. So I just shoot her messages and get replies like same day as I'm thinking of my issues, which was great. And the eating on the go was helpful. I have 7 people in my house. There's appointments or meetings where, I have 2 rescue cats and 2 rescue dogs too. So they have their appointments, and having that to pull up going, okay, I'm running through here. What breakfast sandwich from here is good? Or I'm over here for lunch. What's good? So that would fit the macro alignment. Those aids were very helpful that I save them on my phone.
Perfect. Yeah, and for you too, I guess like, if someone's maybe on the fence about joining this program, obviously you invested in it for multiple ways, like your health, improving your strength. If someone was going to ask you, like, did you feel like it was a good, solid program? Like, what would you kind of tell them based on your experience working inside with us?
I'd say it's definitely worth the investment, especially if you're on the fence. Like with my low blood sugar, I tried doing it on my own. I eat good quality food. I eat healthy foods, but it's still, I could not get it to click or work. So especially if you think, you have any type of ailments or whatnot, and you've tried to make the nutrition adjustment on your own, I think it's very worth it to go ahead and start with this, and you'll feel better with the improvements and the progress that you see, not only like visually with the weight loss or whatnot, but physically even feeling better and healthier.
Perfect. Well, again, thank you so much for jumping in, working with us, trusting us in the process, and
Mhm.
taking the steps with us to help you along, not just for your health, but just for the investment of like teaching you how to do this stuff long term. Because like what you learned here, like we talked about right before the interview, like this is going to lead you up to like knowing how to continue to work and around your blood sugar and how to train for your workouts, so that way you don't have to second guess on it any longer. So thanks for jumping in, and thanks again for doing the interview with me as well.
Of course. Thank you.